Have you ever wondered how pastors' kids survive their upbringing? Have you ever considered their unique perspective in life? Many people think that pastors' kids are the nice guys, the well-behaved kids, and the kids who just love everybody all the time, right? Well, I'm here to share with you some of my experiences from my unique perspective as a pastor's kid. Now, for my first experience, I'm going to be sharing with you how my dad always preaches about me, my mistakes, my brother's mistakes, and our family mistakes and experiences. For our second topic, and one of my favorite, we'll be talking about soul food. Meatballs and pasta and casserole, oh my! And last but not least, a wonderful topic and experience in itself, assigned seats in church. Now let's get started. Have you ever had a time when your parents are talking to another couple or people about a mistake their child may or may not have made and how they learn from it? And you're sitting right by them as they're talking about you. It's as if they're talking behind your back. That's how I feel when my dad preaches about me. It's like, Dad, front row, right here, sitting right here in the front row, front pew. I can hear every word you're saying. Now let me give you some examples. There was this one time in the fall. Actually, scratch that. Cut. Okay, cut in. One time in the Christmas season, when we had just got our beautiful Christmas tree set up, the ornaments, the lights, the everything, even popcorn. And I managed to knock it over. Now, you know what my dad preached about on that Sunday? Me knocking over the Christmas tree, right? Thanks, Dad. Another miserable experience of my mistake was the fall. Cloudy day, we were driving home from school and peaks of sunshine were bursting through the clouds. And I'd asked Dad, just jokingly and curiosity of a child, are those dead body souls being raised to heaven in the pillars of light? Jokingly, right? Wrong. That Sunday, you know what he preached about? Me asking him about dead body souls being raised to heaven in those pillars of light. I don't know how he does it, but he did it. It's as if he has a gift from God that once ordained, a pastor is bestowed upon him the ability to connect every living experience to his sermon. Lucky me, right? So as a pastor's kid, some of my experiences are being preached about. And on those particular Sundays, you just don't really want to go to church. And he wonders why. Now, one of my favorite topics. Soul food. Now, the Common Sense Dictionary describes a regular old church potluck as a gathering place of lasagna, casserole, meatballs, 7-layer salad, but most importantly of Jell-O! Thank you very much. Rounding ovation for Jell-O. Now, you have to have Jell-O at a potluck. If you don't have Jell-O, you're breaking, what is it, the 12th commandment. That's right, 12th commandment. Now let me tell you of a time, a dark and stormy night, when our potluck, just to our dismay, had no Jell-O. One gentleman was supposed to bring the Jell-O. And you know how some old or elderly ladies can be, right? A bit rude, to say the least. Well, this one was just that. And when she found out that this one gentleman did not bring the Jell-O, that set off the thunder and lightning for her. Whoa, boy, woo! Never mind. Actually, yeah, let's keep going. I won't do that. I won't do that in the actual one, Miss Dare, so don't worry about that. Sorry about my phone. This may be a long one. Yeah, I'm a bit daisy right now. I need to go to bed. That's all right. It's only, 8 o'clock? Yeah, okay. All right, back. Cut in. Action. But much to our dismay, she was like lightning on this one gentleman. You couldn't believe it. Now finally, my dad got things calmed down, not after a few punches were thrown. But we remembered the Jell-O every potluck after then. We never forgot it. And we teased that old lady about the potluck incident until she died last year. But bring the Jell-O to your potluck. Don't forget it, or else you'll be breaking the 12th commandment. Now my dad, he loves 7-layer salad. It's his favorite. He will ask for it all the time, sometimes annoyingly. But he'll ask for the 7-layer salad 2 months before, 1 month, a week, the day of, even in his sermon as he's preaching about me, he'll ask for the 7-layer salad. Ironically, hardly anyone ever brings the 7-layer salad, which gets you thinking, maybe most people don't like him. That would explain a lot. So, bring the 7-layer salad, and don't forget the Jell-O. Unless you want to become sermon material, which would actually benefit me, because then you wouldn't have to preach about my mistakes all the time, right? Now, my exact favorite topic. Sanctuary seating. Or, let's wait. Have you ever had a time in any social gathering, any whatsoever, where everybody has a natural migratory pattern to the exact same spot in that social expedition? Yep, that's me. You know where everybody sits in our church? The back. Now, these back rows are roped off, and they say, do not sit. Why? Now, it's as if everybody in the congregation, young, old, children, no children, older people, even younger people like me, they sit in the very back of the church. It's like they're birds. You know how the front of the church is north and the back is the south? Well, they migrate to the south in the winter. The one time they change their natural migratory pattern, you know when? It's when half the people that don't go to church go to church. Christmas Eve. They migrate even further south. Yeah, back there. Not back there. But you know where they migrate? The balcony, to say the least. The balcony. Lovely. The balcony where there's even a further barrier between the pastor and the congregation. It's as if they committed a sin so atrocious over the Christmas season, trying to be good for St. Nick, but they couldn't do it, could they? They just had to put a barrier in between them. They can't even stand up to the pastor, so no one stands in the balcony. So please, sit in the middle rows, because we have a church camera that broadcasts our sermons and services on TV. And it only goes up half the church to the front. Where's everybody sitting? Not in the front of the church or the middle of the church, but in the back of the church. So please sit where there's empty spots in the middle of the church, or even by me. I mean, hoo. I could use some company being preached about all the time. Now, my PK, or pastor's kid, experiences have shown me these revelations. Folly happens. And sanctuary seating is wanted at concerts, but avoided like the plague at church. Fine dining is the heart of every potluck, especially when it comes to Jell-O. And sermon stories can be used to teach others, whether I may like it or not. But I think there's something going for us pastor kids. Sure, we tend to get a little stricter schooling and parenting. But truly that has turned out for the best. I mean, look at this guy. Cha-ching! Yeah. So, remember this simple truth. We are not perfect. And we make mistakes as every other human being. Especially when it comes to sermon stories, Jell-O, sanctuary seating, but most importantly, Jell-O.